Hi everyone, it's Jen with Spirited Saturdays, and I hope you're all having a great continuation of the new year. And this week we're talking about, we're continuing our rotation on the new year, and we're looking at how the new year has started for you and improving upon the good things that are currently happening and or figuring out how to eliminate or work with the bad things. I think for me, I think 2013 was definitely a year of tweaking the bad things in a lot of ways, or learning from them, or maybe developing a more evolved perspective on things that in the past I might have only seen through a very narrow lens. So that's something that had to happen for me in 2013 in order for me to learn and make 2014 a great year. Um, so just drawing on that, so far in 2014, I mean, and this is just my personal experience and example, um, but I feel like I've taken, I've approached little things, bigger things, things that worry me, things that seem so horrible in the moment, and I've been able to look at them from it within a broader framework. Like I actually had this thought the other day of um, growing up for me in general has been a process of if I'm feeling very badly in any given moment, in the past, I would have only seen it as like that very bad thing in that moment, and my blinders would be on to anything a little to the left or a little to the right, and that's all there would be. Like that's literally all there is, um, and so it feels even worse with that interpretation attached to it. Um, and now, what I've been experiencing is that I feel the bad things. I feel them just as much as I always did. But um, I also am aware that there's more to the picture than I'm able to see. And I'm aware that there's possibility within that. Like, I'm aware that there are lessons to be learned from it. And I'm aware that I have a support system, supportive friends, and I'm aware that my life does not just consist of just this one particular thing, even though it's still sometimes hard to fully grasp that in the moment. I do have an awareness, a very real awareness, not just theoretically. So or analytically. So I think I would like to offer that to you. I would like to offer you that, just that idea of expanding your awareness and using the, the things that you consider bad in your life right now, using them to your advantage. Um, because at any given moment, you could be hysterically laughing, and then something could hit you and you feel horrible. And I would like to just offer you that suggestion to remember that yesterday you were hysterically laughing about something, if that was indeed the case, and know that it's possible to feel that way again. Um, Try not to get caught up in guilt from the past or heaviness from the past, and the past could be as recent as 5 minutes ago, or try not to get caught up in the guilt and heaviness in the present. Um, and just remember that there's more to you than how you're feeling at this given moment, because you're a whole person, so you're capable of feeling many different things, and that's the beauty of being human. Well, that's just the beauty of being alive. So, in some ways, it makes you grateful for the bad feelings, because without them, you wouldn't also be able to experience the good feelings. And I think that the bad feelings, the good feelings, and anywhere on the spectrum in between are really blessings. Um, and just to reiterate, I know that it doesn't feel like that in the moment, and I don't think it's supposed to. So I wouldn't try to um, fluff it. I mean, candy coated or sugar coated or whatever, or pretend, or even have to necessarily believe that it's all for a purpose, all for um, feeling great and alive. Like in that moment, it's difficult, and it's not necessary. But I think the thing that is necessary is to just acknowledge that there's more to you than this moment, and at the same time, this moment is all there is. So you can choose to make the best of it. You can choose to decide to choose within the moment. Have I been doing something? How many times in my life has this moment come up before? And how can I act differently on it this time? I'm inside it right now. What can I choose differently than I have a million times before that's always gotten me to the same place? And I have been finding myself doing that, actually, when I feel stuck in a moment, or stuck, overwhelmed, anxious, like having one of those oh shit moments. Like, I have been finding myself trying to find the nugget of opportunity in that, the choice. Actually, I'm not as stuck as it seems, because I'm making myself believe. So try that. Try to use the difficult moments and realize that you have a choice in those moments um, to do something differently this time. It's a good time to notice patterns in your life. It's a good time to recognize what didn't work in the past. It's a good time to use the moments that feel crappy as inspiration for enriched good moments. Like, for example, I've had things that have happened, that have made me feel awful, and I've ended up getting some of the best songs out of them. And maybe you can really grow from this experience in some way, and see it through. Maybe this experience will connect you to other people in a way that you hadn't had the opportunity to do before, you really needed to. So I have several points here, and I hope they're all being communicated. But anyway, that's how I've been feeling so far about 2014. Just trying to appreciate whatever is offered to me. Trying to honestly live in both the good and the bad moments. And I say good and bad. There's no real need to label them like that, but moments that make you uncomfortable or feel negatively in some way, and then moments that make you feel great. So I've been trying to be present in both of those times, and have some really good laughs. It's really important. I think Ariel mentioned that on one of her videos recently, is have a really, really good laugh, and I've had a few of them so far, and it's been great. It's highly therapeutic. Just if you laugh with somebody or by yourself, laugh by yourself, that's okay too. But yeah, connecting with somebody over laughter is also really great. So yeah, anyway, all right, have a great week, and see you next week. Bye.